So class, we are going to discuss about HIV in pregnancy. Much of it you have already understood while your PSM classes, your microbiology classes, and also in medicine. But as a gynecologist in gynae, we are more concerned about how the disease affects the pregnant women and the ingrowing fetus. So here we are more concerned about the maternal to child transfer of the HIV, that is known as MTCT, and with the basic knowledge, like you have already seen the structure of HIV virus, which contains a which is a type of retrovirus, and it has GP protein of various kinds on its surface as a spike. So we are not going to go in the detail of this structure, but what we will discuss about its effect on the mother and the child. So about half of all adults living with HIV are women. That is a very important thing, because to treat the mother is important, but the number of patients which are women is also very important to take into account, because it is a huge number, and among them many of them they are pregnant. So it is important to take care of these pregnant women. And 2.5 million children are living with AIDS virus presently. So that is also a huge number, and most of these infections they have occurred through MTCT, and it is really trouble for us. So this class is very important, not only your theoretical point of view, but also from your practical point of view. Effect of HIV in pregnancy are very numerous. As we know, any disease in pregnancy, it affects the fetus and its growth. So it can cause repeated abortions, it can cause prematurity in 25% of cases. It can also lead to IUGR, as it is affects with the blood supply to the fetus, because it reduces the immunity of the women, it causes anemic condition in the women and various growth problems. So about 20% of these fetuses they become IUGR. Also stillbirth are more seen in these cases, and fresh and macerated, both type of stillbirths are there. And in some cases even congenital anomalies are also reported with embryopathies. AIDS embryopathy is also seen sometimes. So what is mother to child transmission? It is an important thing to know. Mother to child transmission is when an HIV infected woman passes the virus to her baby. This can occur during pregnancy, during labor and delivery or breastfeeding. So all the three steps are important. While she is pregnant, it is taken care that what are the practices which prevent this transmission. Then during labor, we have to keep in mind that what practices which we should follow to during this delivery time, so that the transmission is minimum to the fetus. And while breastfeeding, this is very important aspect. There has been many debates, many guidelines on can she breastfeed the baby or not, because while breastfeeding the virus through the milk, through the contact may go to the baby. So the issue of breastfeeding, all these things we are going to discuss subsequently. Without treatment, around 15 to 30% of babies they are born to HIV positive mother will become infected. So we have to be very meticulous about selecting our treatment and our practices to prevent this transmission with HIV during pregnancy and delivery. A further 5 to 20% will become infected through breastfeeding. So the target is to bring down this incidence. Mother to child transmission of HIV is a transmission of HIV from an infected mother to her baby during pregnancy, labor and delivery and breastfeeding. it is also referred to as vertical transmission, because you know HIV can be transmitted through sexual contact, through blood, but this form of transmission is known as vertical transmission or perinatal transmission. Most of the children infected with HIV acquired the virus through MTCT. Prevention of MTCT is an important aspect for us, and PMTCT is a common term for programs, services and interventions which are carried out to reduce the risk of MTCT. So this term is a specific term which is used for the programs for this kind, and these programs, they provide the following interventions. They provide HIV testing and counseling during antenatal care. So prevention of mother to child transmission of HIV is an important aspect for us, and it is known as MTCT and also referred to as vertical transmission. And you know, HIV can be transmitted through various routes, like it can be transmitted through sexual contact, it can be transmitted through blood products and blood transfusion. In the same manner, the way in which it is transferred from mother to child is known as vertical transmission or perinatal transmission. Most of the children infected with HIV, they acquire the virus through MTCT. Prevention of MTCT is known as PMTCT. This is a specific term, and this term is used in the various programs to depict the interventions which are taken care to reduce the risk of MTCT. So various PMTCT programs, they provide the following interventions, like HIV testing and counseling during antenatal period. It is a very important thing, because in the states where the incidence is more than 5 per million pregnant women, there the antenatal screening is very, very important. And at our level, we are doing it as a mandatory sort of screening. So HIV testing and counseling during ANC, labor and delivery and postpartum. So this is the first and foremost thing, because many of these persons, they even don't know that they are HIV positive. Women's husband is positive, she is not aware, and she then eventually becomes positive, and ultimately the child also becomes positive. So first step is to test about the positivity. So screening is the first step. Then provision of antenatal ARV, the drugs which can be given to mother and infant, because these drugs should be the drugs which should have minimum teratogenicity. So there should be provision of antiretroviral therapy in the programs, safer delivery practices to be adopted, and infant feeding information, counseling and support. All these things to be very well explained, and guidelines should be there for them. So all these things are included in PMTCT. Then in referrals to comprehensive treatment, care and social support for mothers and families with HIV infection. So these are the 5 most important or 5 fundamental things to be covered during any PMTCT program, and these are very well taken up in our country's program also. So recommendations have been made for various components of HIV PMTCT, and WHO has declared a 4-pronged approach for HIV PMTCT. 4-pronged matlab it has 4 arms of it. So first of it is primary prevention of new infections, then prevent unwanted pregnancies in HIV infected women, because you know, in various part of even our country and other developing countries, underdeveloped countries, the women, they do not know the practices of contraception, and they eventually become pregnant. And as I previously told, that many of them, they don't know that they are positive. So first of all, to screen them and also to prevent unwanted pregnancy, it is a very important aspect. Then prevent transmission from an HIV infected mother to her infant. For this, the practices during pregnancy, during delivery and during breastfeeding, they are very important things. Then provide care and support for HIV positive mother and their children and families to rehabilitate them and to get them continuous treatment management. Several studies have investigated the content of counseling in order to fulfill these goals and to provide information on its quality and effectiveness. So this should be a pre-structured sort of thing so that nothing is left and the quality care and the comprehensive care can be given to these families, and these are the important 4 prongs of WHO's approach which can be even asked in your examinations. So what is the PMTCT core intervention? This includes provision of antiretroviral drugs to mother and infant, reducing maternal viral load, because once the viral load is decreased, then the transmission automatically decreases, safer delivery practices, reducing infant exposure to maternal blood, because there is sometimes even wear and tear causes maternal and fetal blood mixing, and it can cause increased chances if there is retroplacental hemorrhage, if there is any bleeding of through antiplacental bleeding through placenta previa. All these things can aggravate the exposure of HIV to the baby. So reducing infants' exposure to the maternal blood is also important. Then infant feeding information, counseling and support is very much needed. These women should be told the safest practice through which the transmission to the baby is minimum, because in developed countries where they can afford, they can even keep their child on exclusive top feeding, but in developing countries and Asian countries like us, we cannot do that thing. So we allow them to breastfeed their babies, but still we tell them about the proper infant feeding practices. Reducing infant exposure to the virus in breast milk and referrals to comprehensive treatment, care and social support for mother and families with HIV infection is the next step, and ensuring the woman and her family have access to life-saving care, treatment and support services, because HIV medicines are not freely available everywhere. So they should be made aware to this kind of support from where they can get it on the requirement. So we have covered a major aspect of PMTCT in this class. In next class we will discuss about the detailed pharmacotherapy of PMTCT, and with this we end today's class. Thank you.